Not what you'd expect to wake up to on a Saturday morning. 18 apartments at the Auburn complex and approximately 17 houses at the Castle Court housing estate in Clontarf evacuated following flash flooding in this area of North Dublin.
As I looked across, it was rising up to nearly the letterboxes over there in like 5 minutes. Well, it was pandemonium because they had to stay upstairs, they couldn't get out. And boats came along then, the fire department came and they took them out in boats. Some elderly people across the road.
So my car was parked here and I luckily just got in and moved it. It was like a river flowing through and it was just non-stop. But then, her poor car was under ground in the car park there and it was under 11 foot of water.
I am 30 nearly 40 years down. I never seen this bad.
It's estimated at least 25 people live in the Auburn apartment block. They were all immediately evacuated and are currently in temporary accommodation in the Crow Park Hotel. There was up to 3 metres of floodwater in the basement car park of the block, where at least 15 cars were parked. The flooding happened extremely quickly this morning. One local resident telling me he left the housing estate at 8:20 and by the time he returned just before 9 o'clock, there was at least 3 feet of water. There's many elderly people living here, some who had to be evacuated, assisted by Dublin Fire Brigade. 8 people were rescued from their homes by the fire brigade using boats and inflatable rescue sleds. 1 person was taken to hospital. The others who were evacuated were able to wade through the water and leave their homes on foot.
A lot of water coming from an area at the back of the apartment block at the back of Castle Court. There was a lot of residents and houses that were struggling to get out. We assisted to take 8 people out of the houses. We went down and also assisted the apartment block to get some people out of the apartment block also. Suppose maybe the downpour area this morning and all the water seemed to end up in this location that we're in. I haven't seen it too much in my career that it happened that quick in this small location.
It could be a number of days yet before the residents of the apartments will be able to return. For those living in the flooded houses, the task now is the clean-up. Aisling Nicostala, Virgin Media News.